Hey there, welcome. I'm Michael, and this is Garrett German, CFP and owner and founder of Harvest Wealth Group. Today's video, we want to talk to any of you who are teachers. Garrett, we've got quite a few clients that are teachers. We love working with them.
Yep.
And one thing that I've heard as a couple of people have come into the office is just this idea, the younger generation of teachers looking at the older generation of teachers and the way that retirement plays out. And there's kind of this concern, will I have those same retirement benefits that the older generation has?
Right.
Can you speak to that?
Yeah, so that's a really good question, and the answer to your question is we don't know if a person will have those same benefits. And the reason I say that is because, for example, Social Security was designed to go from age 62 to 65 when it was first instilled.
Yeah.
Because people died at 65, but what happened is people continued to live longer.
Yeah.
And because people live longer, they had to change the plan because we were running out of money to fund Social Security.
Yep.
The reason I bring this up is I'm not saying that the retirement program here in California, which is called CalSTRS, is like that. But my point is this. All it takes is for a law to change or a rule to change, and then what the previous generation had is very different than what this upcoming generation will have. I think one thing that's really important is with CalSTRS, that's the retirement plan here in California, it's what we call a defined benefit pension plan.
Okay. Explain that a little bit more.
So what that means is if you work a certain number of years, and if you are a certain age, and if your income was a certain amount, then that program guarantees that you'll get that income for the rest of your life.
That is a nice perk.
It is, but it's very expensive.
Yeah.
Most companies have shifted away from those defined benefit plans, and they've moved into defined contribution, which is like a 401k.
Sure.
Because they're less costly. So I'm not saying that's going to happen with STRS. I do think what's important is that we don't control tomorrow.
Yeah.
We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't think there's anything wrong with taking some form of ownership in our own hands and saying, hey, this program is good. I like this program, but just to protect myself, I think I want to do something a little more just to make sure that I'm covered, just for the additional stuff in life and just as a backup plan.
That's really good. I like what you're saying. You could maybe count on this benefit as long as it's going to be there, but also take a little bit of control over what you might actually do.
Yeah.
Any other closing thoughts?
Yeah, oftentimes with these sort of programs, what happens is, we get this question a lot from a lot of our clients, but a teacher is 2 or 3 years away. Will the program change? And typically what happens with these sort of programs is, the closer you get to retirement, the more secure they are.
Yep.
That's not saying that they can't change, because they still can change. Yeah. But, those that are further away from actually receiving that benefit, that's typically where a lot of the changes will come into play.
That's great. Well, hey, if you are a teacher in California and you've got any other questions about this, use the form below, and we'd love to be able to reach out, have our team speak to you about any of the particulars that you've got. If there's anything else that we can address, feel free to reach out with the form below as well. Thanks a whole bunch.